How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what the best things to buy are from Vic the Trader and also how to use Vic the Trader. So Vic the Trader is going to be here until February 11th. So if you're watching this video past February 11th, it's really not relevant anymore. But for now, it is. So looking into this, the way that you are able to buy things from Vic the Trader is by trading in credits to buy items in the shop. And the way you get credits is by trading in your bonus experience to get the credits. So when you go into Trade XP, the things that are lit up in here are the things that actually have bonus experience available in them. So if you hover over them also, it'll tell you how much bonus experience that you have to spend. When you click on one of these and click next, it'll tell you how much bonus experience it takes to get 1 credit. As you can see, this one right here is 1625 XP is equal to 1 credit. And then if we look back in and we look at agility though, we notice that it is 2362 is equal to 1 credit. So each thing is different, so you want to kind of take a look at this before you decide to go, like blow through all your bonus experience, or before you decide to go get a whole bunch more bonus experience. So when looking in here also, you'll notice that trading in 200 of an item, or 200 of a bonus experience. So right here, how it says how many credits would you like to buy? 200. Each time you trade in 200, and it literally says this on there too, but each time that you trade in 200, the price will increase. So and something also to keep in mind when you're planning on trading in large amounts of bonus experience is that you will have to continuously spend more and more and more. But usually the first like 200 is pretty low though. Once you have the points, you can go into the buy section of Vic the Trader to be able to see all the different items to buy. So some options in order for you to be able to get bonus experience for this is to get it through Treasure Hunter by the keys. They give you a bunch of stars and everything, which you can trade in for this. That's not really the most efficient way of doing it though. So unless you already have a bunch of keys saved up, I probably wouldn't go buy keys for this unless you just really have to have something. The next thing would be to go to Heist Minigame. Heist minigame is actually a really good option because there are groups that will go to Heist minigame and play the game AFK. And if you're doing that game AFK, then it gives you large amounts of bonus experience in your thieving and your hunter skill per hour, especially if you're doing like the kind of like efficient version of doing that. And another option also is Barbarian Assault. If you have a good team to go to Barbarian Assault with, then you can get a lot of bonus experience per hour. And also you have a little bit more variation in the skills that you can get the bonus experience in for Barbarian Assault. So Barbarian Assault is actually probably the best option in the entire game, assuming you have a team to go with though. So once you've got your bonus experience, then you want to go to the buy from Vic the Trader option. And then you'll be able to see all different things in here. I'm not going to go through literally everything in here. And also I apologize for the sniffling. I have a cold, but I still really wanted to make a video. I'm not going to go through literally everything, but I will show you guys the stuff that really matters and what you should and really not should buy, or not should not buy. There you go. So the first thing we'll look at is the prismatic stuff right here. So we got the prismatic stars, prismatic lamps. I'm going to say right off the bat, the prismatic lamps are really not a very good value, just because of the fact that the huge prismatic star will give you 82.5k XP at level 99 for 90 credits. And the amount you get for this is right around that amount, and it costs 238 credits. Now, some of you might say, but this gives instant XP. Yes, it gives you instant XP, but if you're planning on training that skill anymore at all, then it's going to be better for you to do the prismatic star as far as value. But as we continue here though, Prismatic Star is also not really that great of a value in comparison to some of the other things. But as we go along, if you're like, I don't really care about those other options, then the huge Prismatic Star is actually a decent option as far as how much XP you get. And if your skill you're putting into is level 99 already, then you're getting almost 1000 XP per credit, which is not too terrible really. But anyway, it's an option. Something also to keep in mind too when you're looking through Vic the Trader is that all of these things, how they say like small, medium, large, huge, or whatever, all these packages of things or the prismatic stuff, the larger option is going to be a better value. So you want to only consider buying the largest option of them, assuming you have enough credits. Don't worry about, I wonder if it's better for me to get larges. No, it's not. So only get huges if you're going to go for stuff like these or whatever. Dungeoneering tokens. Dungeoneering tokens, I overall really would not recommend getting these, mainly because getting dungeoneering tokens is actually really not that hard in the game. If you're at a point in the game where it's kind of hard for you to get dungeoneering tokens yourself, then maybe just get a little bit higher level and it'd be much easier to get these. Getting these through your daily sinkholes, daily challenges, stuff like that is a much better option. The dungeoneering wildcard is going to be a way better option to buy if you're looking to get the dungeoneering stuff, because dungeoneering wildcard will give you 50% more XP and tokens per floor that you do, which can add up to a large amount of XP if you are doing high level floors. So if you're doing very high level floors, Dungeoneering Wildcard is actually a really great option to buy. Next thing here is the rare item tokens. Rare item tokens are kind of self-explanatory. If you're interested in getting one of the items from the rare item token shop, then buying these here is the easiest way to get them in the game, basically. Because at only 1 credit for 2 tokens, you can get quite a few tokens through this and be able to unlock some of those things you're looking for. So these are actually a really great option. Advanced pulse cores are another pretty good option. The advanced pulse core essentially lasts for as much XP as like a medium lamp does. And then you also get an XP bonus for like the next 10 minutes after that. So the advanced pulse core is a pretty good option as far as like getting XP. But in comparison to some of these other things, I don't really know if it's really going to be worth like getting that over maybe like a huge prismatic stars just for like ease of getting fast XP. But I can say this: if you are training a skill that is very, very fast, like a skill that gives you over 1,000,000 XP per hour, then the advanced pulse core will give you more value than the huge prismatic star. So keep that in mind. Next thing here, we have the skill outfits. So for the most part, I would probably avoid getting the skill outfits because a lot of these things are easier to get just in the game or from Treasure Hunter. And they are pretty expensive. 250 credits is actually quite a bit of credits you'll learn as you're trying to trade them in. So trading them towards these things is not something I really recommend doing. However, these things down here, the lumberjack outfit, the golden mining outfit piece, the master runecrafting outfit, those are all pretty good options to buy. Master Runecrafting, maybe not, with the fact it got added to Runespan, so it's not that difficult to get from Runespan, but this could save you some time. The golden mining outfit, this will save you quite a bit of time, actually. So if you have the leftover amounts, this will definitely be a good option to buy. Although I have been told that getting the golden mining outfit is actually easier now with the mining and smithing rework, so kind of assess that on your own. The lumberjack outfit is a great option, a really great option to spend your credits on, assuming you have already done temple trekking. If you have not done temple trekking already for your completionist, then I would recommend doing that first, because chances are you're going to get a bunch of these pieces during that. But if you've already completed that and you still don't have your pieces, then buying it here is definitely a lot more fun than trying to grind them out, because that's really not a fun time. So this is a pretty good option here. And then right here, the Black Ibis outfit, of all these things on this entire page, I would recommend getting the Black Ibis outfit as far as like skill outfits. And the reason why is because Black Ibis outfit is actually pretty hard to get. They're actually very rare to get from Pyramid Plunders, so I would recommend just buying it here. That way you don't have to worry about it elsewhere. If I had to give a direct recommendation to someone when they were going to jump in the Vic store, the first thing I would buy is the Black Ibis outfit pieces, assuming you do not already own them. The skill outfit head add-ons are also great to buy if you do not have them already. Some of them are very useful. This will save you some time and everything to get them in here, so another great option. Looking in the next thing is the special outfits. Most of these special outfits are stuff you don't really want to buy though, because number one, they cost an incredibly high amount of credits, which, like I said before, you'll understand very quickly that this is actually a lot of credits to spend, but you can also get a lot of these in the game. I know that some of these you can't get in the game, like the trapper pieces in the jungle, in the desert, and all that kind of stuff. You can't get those in the game yet, but you will be able to get them in the game in the near future, most likely, as long as Jagex continues the trend they usually do with putting these elite outfits in the game. So overall, I would probably recommend not buying them in here, because this only gives you one piece, guys. You have to buy all of these pieces, and each one of these pieces, like because there's a full set for each one of these things. You have to buy all of those or have the master suit. You would spend thousands of credits before you had the suit. So realistically, not worth buying at all on any of these. And I don't really know why they made these so expensive. The next thing in here is going to be where the most fun stuff is. So as far as exquisites, grotesque, starfire, and like starborn, blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff, that is totally just cosmetic. And yeah, I mean, I understand that some of these are not cosmetics, but they realistically they kind of are, because they're not better than anything else in the game. So that does kind of make them a cosmetic, right? They're dead content. They're cool looking though. If you want any of these things, then that's just kind of on you to buy these. They're not really something that's going to be efficient to buy though. And then look down here, the Star Fury, the Sun Fury, Sun Fury, and the Gem of Aspiration, kind of the same thing. Slayer masks are actually a pretty good option, although I would probably recommend not buying them here, because once again, 300 credits is a lot, and it's also, if you don't have any Slayer masks, or you only have a few, then it is a random Slayer mask that they will give you, so you don't get to choose it or anything like that. So honestly, you'll probably end up blowing through quite a bit of credits in order to just get the mask you want. So it's really not worth buying those here really either, unless you just have no other option but to buy them here. So looking right here, we got these medium protein packs, or the large protein packs. As I said, the smaller ones are things that you should avoid. The large protein pack is actually pretty great. With the new mining and smithing rework, the bars option, if you get the bars option from this, it will give you 300 bars, which is equal to about 320,000 experience without boosts at level 99. So that's pretty awesome. It gives you about 530 XP per bar, and then you put that on double XP, because you obviously would want to use that during double XP. Don't waste them outside of double XP. So not a bad option. It's actually really good. It is actually a better value to do like the protein packs than it is to do the stars. Also with the traps from these guys, if you spend those traps on their crystal skill champas, then you will actually be able to get roughly 650, like 600 to 650k or even higher XP per protein pack on double XP. So if you're doing hunter, pretty good option. I don't really recommend doing the other things right now unless you have like a special reason to do them, like getting logs for brawlers or whatever. But outside of doing something like that, I would probably stick to either doing traps or smithing. And I fully understand some people watching this video are going to be like, oh my god, why would you suggest doing traps when traps are like hunter's already so fast? Because hunter is really annoying, and using the protean traps makes it an AFK-able skill, which is actually pretty enjoyable and fun to see. Like you go up that fast XP without paying any attention to the game. It is extremely AFK, so overall I personally feel that is worth it for quality of life. So going to the next one here, we have large skill training dummy crates. These are pretty good, and depending on which one that you actually pick, I actually have some notes right here. I want to make sure I give you guys the right numbers. So if you if you use one of these skill training dummy crates, by saving the skill dummies you get and using them on double XP weekend, which is once again gonna be the best way to do it, especially with training dummies. Oh my gosh, save them for double experience weekend, guys. You'll get way more value out of them. It gives you 4 dummies, and assuming 99 skill level. So if you have less, obviously it's going to give you a little bit less. We're going to assume level 99 skills. The large skill dummy crate for Slayer will give you about 70,000 per dummy, which is 280,000 per crate. Hunter will give you about 320k per crate, and then your thieving will give you about 360k per crate. So really not bad options, especially if you're a skiller and are trying to get some of that XP in a very easy way. Really not that bad, but I would highly recommend you save them for double XP, and just go with considerations right there. Next thing here is going to be the large combat dummy crate. Overall, I would always tell somebody to not ever buy combat dummies. The reason why is because combat is already ridiculously fast. You should never really have a reason to AFK combat in the first place, because there's so many other skills to go AFK if you have to AFK. You can also just AFK monsters and get lots of drops and everything, while also getting comparable amounts of XP per hour. So I would really never ever recommend to anyone to ever buy combat dummies. When you're like way further in the game, if you're not already, you'll probably understand the reason why behind that, maybe even more. All right, so now we come to the very last thing, and if you guys remember my video from the last time Vic the Trader was here, the large Dwarven Toolbox is once again the best thing to buy. Who knew? Who knew? I'm actually amazed that Jagex left the large Dwarven Toolbox as an option, because quite frankly, the XP you get from this is OP for the amount of credits. This should cost you 200 credits, let's be real. The reason why is because if you buy the large Dwarven Toolbox, which I will show you guys right here real quick, hit this right here. I've bought one to show you guys. So the large Dwarven Toolbox, when I open this up and create tool, it's going to give me 2 Dwarven tools. It will give me either a chain axe, a ram hammer, or a fish extractor. Now, whichever one you choose, it'll give you 2 different options. While you have one of these dwarven items equipped, it's going to give you either 2 times the XP, or it's going to give you 2 times the items. I would always recommend going with 2 times the XP, by the way, just because that speeds up your skilling by a massive amount. And the one that still wins this year, I'm sorry guys, it is the Dwarven Fish Extractor once again. The Dwarven Fish Extractor is insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit create on there, and it makes these fish extractors. Now, each one of these extractors has 100 charges. So that means I get 200 charges for the cost of 50 credits. So when we look back in here, only costs 50 credits to get 200 charges. Now, that ends up being about 70,000 experience without boosts, roughly 70k XP, that's no double XP or anything like that, per one of those Dwarven tools. So that means 140k XP is how much fishing you will gain for every 50 credits. So 100 credits is 280k, and 200 credits is 560k. So you get 560,000 experience off of 200 credits, which blows everything else away in the entire shop. And my hand just clipped off right there. Oh my god. So essentially, guys, once again, the large Dwarven Toolbox is the winner. It gives you an immense amount of EXP on whatever you're planning on doing it. You can also get chain axes too if you want to go out in the wilderness and use brawlers. But overall, I would recommend just getting the fish extractor because I personally use those fish extractors and they make your fishing extremely fast. And they're also really nice for the uncharted islands because that is the place I recommend using them. So for just like a little quick note here, if you're going to use the Dwarven Fish Extractor on the uncharted island, this will allow you to not have to bank or use any porters or anything like that because it will destroy the wobbegongs as you get them, which means having the Dwarven Fish Extractor in your inventory is really nice if you're going to be fishing in a spot that's like way away from your boat. So in that way, it saves you a lot of time running back and forth to bank or any kind of porter charges. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this guide. I really hope this is helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see some more updates and everything. And if you guys have any suggestions or any questions or any videos you want to see, then be sure to put them in the comments down below. Have a good one. See you guys next time.